Hey Libras, my name is Jacine, also known as Tempest Trade, and this is your energy check-in. These messages may resonate if you have the Libra zodiac anywhere in your chart. Please use discernment when listening to these messages, since this is a collective message meant for many people. Also, it doesn't matter when this video was recorded, when it was uploaded, or when you come across this video, there may be a message in here for you. And lastly, if you're interested in a one-on-one session for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree Tempest Trade, linked in the description below, or go to any of my social media. Now, let's get started. What do Libras need to know right now? First card out, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Getting down to business, doing the work. There's something that you are building, something that you are working on. It could be career related, it could be finance related, it could just be stability related, but you're putting in the work. And then we have the Ace of Wands in this sideways. You might not be giving something an opportunity. It seems as though there are certain new beginnings or certain blessings that are coming into your life of a creative or passionate nature. And it may not look exactly what you want. It may not look like exactly what you want, but an opportunity is still an opportunity. A beginning is still a beginning. I guess the question is, are you going to put in the work to somehow turn this opportunity and this new beginning into something? Because it's almost like maybe you're not seeing how something could be beneficial, or maybe you're just not giving it a chance. King of Swords in the sideways. You're not clear. You have a little bit of confusion going on. Maybe you're also not being entirely assertive. Like, you need to be a bit more assertive in yourself, more confident in yourself. Ooh. As soon as I said confident, the cards were all just falling out. Like, it feels almost as if, yeah, Two of Swords. Five of Wands in the reversal. It seems as though you are not entirely confident in your ability to do something, or you are not entirely sure of yourself because of certain experiences you've been through where you had to essentially fight for something. Like, you're no stranger to putting in the hard work. You're okay with work. But when it comes to having to fight for something you deserve, I'm kind of getting this feeling like you're not, like, you don't really, yeah, like, you don't want to fight. You want to work for something, but you don't want to compete for something. But what if you change your mindset a little? What if it's not competing for it? What if it's just accepting the opportunity and just showing up as yourself with whatever hard work you can put in? I feel like you're kind of, this random song playing, House featuring John Cale by Charlie XCX. There was a part in it that said, I want it to be perfect. Please let it be perfect. I feel like this kind of matches. Perfectionist, fork in the road. You need to make a choice. Whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're putting work into, am I living in another world I created for what? If it's beauty, do you see beauty? If there's beauty, say it's enough. Con artist. You don't trust certain opportunities. You don't trust certain people or certain new beginnings. Why don't you trust? Lacuna, something is missing. But in the upright, it's something is missing. In the reversal, something has been found. Do you know that you're holding yourself back? Do you already know that it's kind of like a lack of assertiveness, lack of confidence, or maybe like false memory? Yeah, you are definitely in your head about certain things, certain past experiences, and it has definitely changed. It has influenced your decisions. Ooh. That's too many cards. I don't like too many cards. Or you know that the only way to move through certain choices or to grab on to certain opportunities is like in yourself. You know, you need to, it's like you need to find yourself. Collective memory. We have false memory and collective memory. You recall an event you didn't see. Everyone remembers it your way. You possess an ancestor's talent. They know details they couldn't. There's definitely something about past experiences and how you remember them. Like the story you are telling yourself inside your head about certain things that you experienced. And I feel like it really is influencing the work you put into something and the opportunities and the chances that you take. Tinker, Alchemist on the bottom of the deck. This card represents fixing something, figuring out how something works. Also alchemy, transmuting one thing into another, like healing, problem solving, moving forward. There are certain things you do need to work through. And those things could be certain worldviews or certain like beliefs you have. Those things could be, beliefs you have about yourself, about what you're capable of. Bodyguard in the reversal. I think you're worried about protecting yourself. Or you're worried about who's going to be there for you. Like you're putting in a lot of work, and as you are going towards your goals, doing the work, putting in the effort, you're going to have to make certain choices. Certain goals you have, certain dreams you have. You might have to let certain people go, or you might have to You might have to protect yourself a little bit. Or you don't feel safe. Maybe that's the reason why you have this choice to make, because it's kind of like going into the unknown. There's no safety rails, there's no guardrails, there's no bumper rails. It's just straight gutter ball if you happen to hit the gutter. And sometimes that scares people. But at the same time, since we have the con artist right here with the Ace of Wands, it's like, yeah, you have a hard time trusting. Trusting opportunities, trusting people. Tranquil Cove in the sideways. Sometimes being paranoid and suspicious and just generally thinking that there is like a con artist around every corner, it really doesn't create a peaceful life. But at the same time, if there are people around you or certain things around you that just are not trustworthy, then yes, it really does affect your peace. Cheap shot. Interesting. You really need to be more assertive of self, more confident of self, because of this cheap shot card. Life and people may take little shots at you. Life may throw you curveballs. People may take low blows and cheap shots at you. And the question is, can you handle it? Are you in control of yourself, in control of your mind? Can you be strong of mind? And then at the same time, I'm getting another feeling, which is when you are not at your best, you may have a tendency to throw cheap shots at people or things. Like, hurt people. So just be aware of how you maintain yourself too. So inherent wound has flown out with false memory and the Two of Swords. You have definitely experienced certain things either right now or in the past, and it has created a certain belief, a certain story that you are telling yourself, or certain belief that you're just now following, like a trauma response. And that is something that you definitely need to look into. It is quite possible this first Eight of Pentacles card, it's quite possible this work actually implies emotional, mental healing that you've been doing. Like you've been doing all of this healing, all of this work. But whenever opportunities come your way, new people, new connections, new chances to do certain things, you still have this suspicion of everyone and everything. Battle-wise valor. It's never good to walk into an ambush, but with the right spell, you might walk out again. That's essentially just being prepared. Being prepared, being confident, being capable. That's the King of Swords. If you are confident, if you're capable, if you trust in your ability to handle something, you can handle things. If you study, research, do your due diligence, no matter what you step foot into, as long as you've done the work, the research, you will be okay. Someone fell. Spirit walk. Spirit walk is like a roundabout, or a walkabout is what they call, like a pilgrimage. You need to go on a healing journey, natural warrior. You need to go on a healing journey to find yourself, especially with this natural warrior card, to find, to like rediscover your instincts, rediscover, I'm thinking fight, flight, or freeze. It's like that. Right now, it almost seems like you're in this like flight and freeze. And maybe sometimes fight, and it's kind of like, I feel like there's a lot of up and down. And I feel like there wouldn't be this many ups and downs, like if you were more centered, if you were more grounded. Ooh. All right, then this is how it should be. The quail and the gooseberry, anticipation. Yeah. See, it's in the sideways. Anticipation can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. It depends on how you utilize it. Because anticipation is, for example, oh, you know your birthday's coming up, and you know that your family and your friends, they like to throw surprise parties for you. You already know that because you've already experienced that on previous birthday years. So your birthday's coming up and you know there's going to be another surprise party. You know it because that's what they've been doing. So you have that anticipation, that excitement, that like something's going to happen, it's coming any day now, it's almost here. But on the other side, anticipation can also be like, oh, are they lying? Something bad's going to happen. Worst case scenario. So this is giving me the feeling of like, you know that there's going to be a choice. You know there's a fork in the road coming up. Or you know you're already there. You have to make a choice. And you have this anticipation. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, because again, it's the unknown, what's going to happen. And then we have the bobcat and the blackthorn, which is patience. And isn't that the thing? You either, if you have your natural warrior instincts, if you have that intuition, you already know who's a con artist. You can already tell. But if you're stepping into new connections, new chances, new opportunities, new business ventures, new creative endeavors, whatever it is that's new, if you're stepping into something new and you can't immediately tell if it's trustworthy or not, patience. Time will tell. But while you're being patient, you also need to maintain your peace. You maintain your peace by maintaining the awareness that anything could happen. But again, if you have that confidence, if anything should happen, you can handle it. It will be okay. me do too many cards. I'm sorry. The cat and lavender, independence. Yeah. See, black cats, or just cats in general, very independent creatures. They don't care what you think. They just know what they want, what they like, and that's it. What they're comfortable with, and that's it. Like, cats are very, like, you need permission. They don't just give anyone and everyone their attention like dogs. Dogs are very like people everywhere, yay. But cats are just like, oh, people. Okay, cool. And then there'd be like one person or two people or maybe a small little group and it'd be like, ooh, I like these people. It's cats are very picky and choosy, but they're independent, they're self-sufficient, and they're confident. They don't care. So it's like, you know, that you're missing this very independent, confident piece of yourself. And when you're missing that, cheap shots can like cut through to you really quickly, really easily. Be more like a cat. Even insults and cheap shots require permission. I keep saying I don't want too many cards. I'm not doing too many cards. Better. The eel and the iris. Safety. Look at that. Part of your wound is not feeling safe. Not feeling safe with yourself, not feeling safe in the decisions you make, not feeling safe with the people around you, just not feeling safe in general. But that's what you need to heal, is the safety. This King of Swords card, I've been looking at it for a while, and I was going to point it out a while back. I didn't, but I'm pointing it out now. There's a butterfly right here in like a little bubble. Butterflies represent transformation. They have one of the most, if not the most extraordinary transformations, evolutionary transformations within our current existence. A butterfly originates as a caterpillar that wraps itself into a chrysalis, a cocoon, a thing. It dissolves, it liquefies, completely destroys itself, and then somehow its body rebuilds itself into an entirely different creature altogether. That's what this is about. That's what this spirit walk and this healing is about. And right now it's 10:23 a.m. on January 23rd. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like dancing. The duck and the chrysanthemum, luck. With dancing, for example, and I looked up at the recording, I had to stop and re-record because the app just closed and shut down. But when I looked up and I was just starting to talk about dancing, it was 11:11 on the recording timer. So the thing about dancing, once you understand or once you memorize the steps, and you don't even need to fully memorize it. Let's just say you have a leader There's the follower and the leader. If the leader knows the steps, then you as the follower, all you need to do is just pay attention to the leader's body language and just listen to the music. You can kind of shut off your brain and let your body just move. It's that confidence of, I can trust where I'm being led to. And I feel like that's what this is also like, what this is culminating in. Trusting in yourself to lead yourself. Trusting in yourself to guide yourself. Trusting in yourself to handle anything that comes your way, because you are doing the work and healing through all the wounds and all the past stuff, and you're being given luck along the way. Things will work out as long as you just believe in yourself. Because as long as you believe in yourself, anything will work out. Everything will work out. Because again, you can handle everything. I hope this reading resonated with you, Libras. And if you're interested in a one-on-one private session, you can go to my Linktree, Tempest Trade, and look at my services and contact me by email. All my links are in the description below. Until next time, bye.